All right, welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming. Today we have Wraith and the Giants from Renegade Game Studios. It's one of the Solo Heroes series by Scott Almes. Um, let's see. So it says 14 and up, one player, 30 to 45 minutes. Let's see. So I took a look at this, as you can tell. So you got a rule book, you've got a storybook, you've got a, catalog, a little catalog here. Some baggies for your stuff, some tokens, and cards, packs, and then a bunch of nothing in here. And silica gel, don't eat it. Some tokens, the player board, young, elder, adult. Then you've got the giants, the giant boards, which are supposed to be, I believe these, there you go, like that. There's a couple of giants, 3 or 4, water, earth, air, and fire, of course. Makes sense? So it's a solo game. Yeah, cards damaged. The cards themselves are pretty, they're okay. They're slick. They're a little, probably the same texture as playing cards, things like that. Another game that had, I forget what was the other one? The Valeria one, Stones, that had a little storybook in it. This one's actually got an illustrated one, and it's quite a few pages long. So, you can read about what this thing's supposed to be about. So, taking a look, it is a solo game, like I said, which is convenient for certain introverts. But anyway, so the whole thing is you start out as the young Wraith, and then you can level up and play the adult and elder one to give yourself more of a challenge. There's no advancement system, as it were, so you've got pawns, like it said, 3 Wraith decks, foothold tokens, wound tokens, 4 giant decks, 20 cards each, rage pawn, and rage card. So basically what you're doing is you're setting up the giant board, and it's got, locations on the board, little, as you're trying to get up to climb the giant or get down off the giant and things like that. So you start out at the bottom and you work your way up to certain wound points and things like that. So kind of interesting system, if you ask me. So you explains the giant, the card diagram, the cards, the Wraith cards and the giant cards, the name of the cards, skill symbols, action icons. Giant card's going to give giant logo, weak spot, wound limits, things like that. So the player is going to have a number of cards. Then they play 2 of these cards, and it gives them actions, what they can do during their turn. So you got movement actions, climb, drop, leap. Explains all those different things, the drop and the leap. Attacking actions, sword, bow, and fireworks. So you've got the sword attack, which you have to be in the location. The firework attack allows you to use, wound any weak spots you're on or adjacent to. The bow attack, you cannot attack the location you're in. You can only attack adjacent locations. Kind of makes sense. And you can do these fearless actions that are on the card. Always take but they don't require a card. They require you to take wounds. All right, so then you have a refresh step where you discard your cards, whatever cards you want, and then put, draw 5 more cards. Make sure your deck, your hand is 5 cards. Then the giant gets his actions, things like that, and then it tells, wounds or scarred giant cards, rage effects. The giant, you're trying to kill the giant before it reaches the village because you're the Wraith. You're the one supposed to be trying to protect the village. And in the end of the game, and after you've defeated their giant, you can fight against the next giant that challenges the village, and so on and so forth. And of course, as if you're the elder or the adult Wraith, you get more, you get different abilities, more powerful abilities. But I'm sure the giant is leveling up as you're leveling up. So got different things to make the game harder, dangerous footholds, gauntlet mode, some additional rules, and like I said, for the adult and elder Wraith. And the credits, of course. Anyway, that's it for this. If you if you know more about this, let me know in the comments. Looks like something that, good for a game night if you're playing with yourself. And it doesn't seem to be too cat sensitive. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Hit like, hit subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you the next time.